Alright, in today's video I'm going to show you the things I found on my latest toy hunt, and there were a lot of exciting things. Also unearthed this desk for the first time in I don't know how long, at least a year, maybe two. And so the first thing up is this vintage Masters of the Universe figure. I had to even check eBay, just like with general search terms. Its name is Stalker. I found it at a Goodwill for $3.50. It's missing this cannon here, and there's a purple tail that should be here that it's missing. It's scuffed up, but I think it's still worth a little something. But it was kind of exciting to find. And I almost didn't even see it, but having grown up with this stuff, I know that this is something. So that was just kind of a random find. But also at Walmart, apparently, so the Eternals figures, which I made a video where I talk about my thoughts on the movie. I liked it overall. These figures a couple weeks ago, it turns out, were like clearanced out to like $15 or $14.50 or something. I didn't think that was good enough, so I was like, I'm going to wait till they're 12 or less. So I went to this one Walmart that I go to, and like all the other ones I've been to, which are only like a couple other ones, if that, maybe even only one. But like anywhere I go to, it's like everything's cleaned out. I noticed that the Target, like they must have clearanced out their Marvel Legends, because all they had was Owen Wilson's character from the Loki show. Well, at this Walmart, they have like this one section off towards like the weight equipment that is like, it almost looks like it's their extra toy section, but I knew the stuff on it, it's like their clearance section. Well, of course you can't find a self-checkout, and if you try to use your barcode app for Walmart, it'll tell you what the online price is. But when I went to self-checkout, these suckers are ringing up for $7.50. So I figured I was gonna and there were tons of them. So when I went there a couple weeks ago and they were like $15, all they had was Sprite and Macari. And I'm pretty sure, well, first of all, it was weird because Sprite was in Cersei's box, but it was all the right equipment for her plus the Build-A-Figure, so somebody decided to swap out the figures and return them. I've seen that before, I just don't know what the point of that was. But I'm sure all of these would have been bought by now, but they were off in this random section. So I do suggest like checking various spots in your Walmarts. Like in the past years, they used to have stuff down in like the gardening section, but they don't do that at that Walmart anymore. So anyway, I went and got all of them, a whole set. Now there's Icarus. He doesn't come with a piece to Gilgamesh. There's Fastos and Festos. I don't know. I think he's supposed to be Hephaestus, because he designs things just like Hephaestus in mythology. Or that's their whole thing in the Eternals, is each one of them is supposed to, like Icarus here is supposed to be the inspiration for the Icarus we've heard of. Plus Superman and other things. I got her, Macari, which is, it's a dude in the comics. Now I did get the Walmart exclusive Ajax, which is played by Selma Hayek. Now, since it's the Walmart exclusive, she was not on clearance, but I figured since I was getting everybody else for $7.50, I could be the better person and pay full, outrageously priced $23 or whatever it is for her, just to have the set. And of course, she does not have a piece to Gilgamesh because she's an exclusive. And Sprite, who has the torso piece. Let's see here. Kingo, which I think he might have been my favorite character in it. Or, I don't know. I liked him a lot more than I think people would realize. I thought he was amusing. His sidekick was actually kind of funny. He's very Disney-ish, like, cutesy, but it went over well. Oh, and Druid. I actually like this guy a lot. Like, he's really, the actor to me is he comes with the head of Gilgamesh. He's very strange, because he's Irish, and the way his accent works with the way he looks. Like, he's very intriguing to me. Like, I thought he was an interesting character. But in the comics, he's more of a bad guy, from what I've seen. Also, if you're into this stuff, like the G.I. Joe retros, they're normally like $13 something. Now they're like, if you find them at Walmart, they're like, which I think is the only place that has them, they're like $11. I was really hoping, since these got dropped down to $7.50, that these might be like $6. But no, and Grunt's a good army builder. You'll probably find Stalker and these, maybe the Cobra Guards. You're not probably going to find Lady J, Duke, or Cobra Commander. But you can always have enough Grunts, or plenty of Grunts. And I also found this at Walgreens. If you're a big Halo fan, they've got these Spartan Collection figures. They had all these guys. But, yeah, that's another one. The two places I've seen them, they're in like the non-regular toy section. So you kind of got to sniff around and search around, and maybe you'll find them if they have them. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. So, I had this at Walgreens. It's, if you spend $40, that you got $9 in rewards. So I found 10 of these, and I'm going to make a video of these where I open them, which I've done other ones for like the Suicide Squad and various other mini mysteries that Funko makes. But, yeah, that'll be a separate video coming up very soon. God, I think that's it. I found a bunch of sports cards that I have a friend that's into that stuff, so I bought some for him. But, I guess, since I've got all this stuff, may as well do a review for one of these characters, and I'm going to go with Sprite. So, her deal is, alright, I'm going to spoil the movie. If you have not seen it, and you don't want it spoiled, do not continue watching. But, the deal is with these characters is, it starts off, they get to Earth in, like, ancient times or something, and, humanity's just starting out, like, they don't have much technology, and these guys come along, and they're, like, these superhero types that, like, protect them against these monsters called what is it, forget what they're called, but, like, that's their job, is to keep humanity safe from these creatures, but they are not to interfere with humankind's development. Like, can't interfere with war and stuff like that. And then over the course of 1,000 or hundreds of years, they eventually get to present day, and they find out that Ajax, their leader, and her job is like to speak to this thing called a Celestial that it's like their boss. Or God or whatever, and so some stuff happens with her. I'm not gonna say what, and then Cersei here becomes the next one to talk to the Celestial, and she reveals to the group after she learns for the first time that their job is only to protect the humans so that they can keep populating, and the fact that wars happen, like World War II and all the other wars throughout time, or even battles or whatever, is that after them, people populate more and have more babies. And the more population we get on this planet, then the Celestial that's growing within the planet can eventually be born, and which kills everything on the planet except the Celestial. And these people also learn that they are androids, and that's why they are eternal. And they've done this with other planets throughout history in the universe. And they just don't really remember it. But this time they've decided that they are going to protect Earth because they value the people on it. And, of course, they win. And then it's a big controversy as what's going to happen to them in the next movie, because their leader, Evesham, I believe, the Celestial, is going to determine if their choice to save Earth and sacrifice one of the Celestials, if it was worth it or not. But anyway, so on to this review. I talk about as jumbled in my review about some comic books I recently bought. It was the last video I made before this one. Alright, so here's Sprite. Her deal is, she's the only one of them that was like built to be a child, and she can never, none of them age, and she's frustrated because, she can never, no one wants to, have a romantic interest with her for obvious reasons, although sadly, I don't know. That could go in a dark direction in a more realistic story. But anyway, she can never fall in love and never be a mother, or I don't think any of them can produce. They can adopt and stuff, but her arm can go around, and she's got this elbow articulation. Wrists can twist around and go forward and backwards. She's got a lot of articulation for being like such a small figure. Usually, sometimes they kind of skip things. There's no waist because she's got like this loincloth type thing. You got their leg. knees, and in my opinion, it looks really well as far as blending into the figure. You don't see like a lot of joint obvious parts like in some older figures. It's disguised nicely. Ankles. Let's see. She looks like, I mean, she's kind of a, because she's young and small, she's fast, so it looks like she could do a lot of fun action poses. But yeah, that's it. And that's going to be it for this video, but I'm going to try to open these mini mysteries up next. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps you. Oh, and yeah, so the only Eternal now that I don't have is Thena, which is played by Angelina Jolie, and she is the Target exclusive. Once I got these, I went over to the Target, which is where I learned that their whole Marvel Legends section, aside from Owen Wilson, is like cleared out. And now I'm regretting that, but I'm sure I can find her at a reasonable price. And she does, since she's an exclusive like Ajax, although she's the Walmart one, and Angelina Jolie's Thena is Target. Neither one of them come with a piece for Gilgamesh, so you don't have, if you're trying to build him, you don't need them. Or where is he? Icarus, which is kind of in many ways the coolest one. I won't go into, he's controversial, but he's also the actor that played Robb Stark in Game of Thrones. But he was my favorite. Well, and Kingo was too. But Kingo and they have an interesting, I don't know, it's the way they all interact with each other. I like the different views. They're not all friends with each other. Some have different points of views on things, and it causes conflict in the group. But thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And then please leave some comments, whether you hated the movie or why, or if you liked it, who you liked, who you disliked. I don't know, these days with the whole COVID thing, it'd be nice just to have that surprise of what someone else thought about something. But thanks for watching and have a nice day.